Hello guys, and welcome to the third round of the Spreewald Cup. Here we are for Quali, and as you can see the track is wet. It's not raining, it stopped raining probably like half an hour before the event, but the track is completely wet, and as you can see you slide a lot. Also, I apologize because for the Quali and Quali only I set up my GoPro incorrectly, so it's pointing a bit too much down, but for race 1 and race 2 everything is fine. So I've raced here before in the wet, not for like an event. It was just here with some friends, so I had a bit of experience. But yeah, as you can see in front, a lot of people already going out. It's very tricky because of course like the wet line is not the same as the dry line, but it's not necessarily like the standard. Sorry, here I didn't mean to touch this guy. It's not like a conventional line where you just run on the outside. As you can see, there are like some really dry areas and some which are very wet, and it's because of the difference in the asphalt in the tarmac. And you kind of have to know where these patches of tarmac with more grip are, and that way you can really go around very fast. But for example, the last section here, the last corner is impossible, but as soon as you reach this patch here, you gain a massive boost in traction. Here again, these two people in front of me, they collided and one guy spun. Luckily I was not involved in that. And this example really shows how important it is to just know where the dry areas are. For example, here on the outside, I'm able to carry way more speed than the kart in front. So he actually reached in front of me, but then I was able to just streamline past him. And we're coming up on the last lap, because of course this is not raining, the track is getting drier and drier, so of course the fastest time is at the last. Here's some nice drifting. And yeah, this is the last lap of the session which I'm starting, and of course it was my fastest lap. You see a big snap of oversteer already, still in that little left to right, or sorry, right to left section. Here coming up very fast, a bit too much understeer, but this part you have to run all on the outside, is where the more grip is. Here cutting across nicely, stay on the outside. You see here is getting very dry now. Here I'm running on the outside. Here I still decided to keep my strategy of running here and then reaching this other dry patch. Here running all on the outside, carrying more speed. And the last section I was still not sure what to do. I still reached this section, and here I tried to stay on the inside because I saw this patch was getting dry, but I did a mistake here. I mean, not really a mistake. The last section was very tricky, and here until I reached this part and going, and it's a 59.3, and it's not a bad time compared to my group. It was actually the fourth time in my session. I'm not showing the group because it's important to look at the timetable, in my opinion, because the track was getting drier and drier. And you see I was in the first third of drivers, so I scored the fourth time. My time was at 59.3, but you see the top time of qualifying 1, it was faster only than the last guy in qualifying 2, and the first guy in qualifying 2 was faster only than the last 2 guys in qualifying 3, because the track got really dry, like with 20 cars running continuously for 3 minutes with no rain. So that basically means that Group C is basically qualifying 1, Group B is basically qualifying 2, and Group A is qualifying 3, just because of the order on where we were split for the qualifying session. So with that means that I'm in Group C, so the last group. But just for reference, like you see here, these were the conditions that the third group of qualifying run with, and you see they are able to carry way more speed in this last section. And funny enough, after qualifying 3, right before the race, in that 15-minute window, it started raining again. You see here, and this was the last lap of their race, and you see they're sliding a lot. Like, so the conditions became even worse than when we ran our qualifying. So it was just unfortunate, like bad timing, and unlucky that I had to do the qualifying in those conditions. But yeah. So yeah, here we are for race 1, and you see going out the track now after the Group A and Group B run their race 1, got again a bit drier, but You see here, trying the track, you can still slide a bit. And yeah, as I said, I'm starting P4, so here we go. I had a better run than the card in front of me, so I'm able to pass on the outside here immediately, and also the card in front didn't get a good run. So let's see, yes, I'm able to pass him, yes, I'm in front, and I'm on the dry corridor, on a dry line here. There was already a dry line forming. So not really sure whether the rest of the track is dry or not. Here you can see you can run a sort of already dry line. And here I was not sure the car in front did, I still run the wet line. And let's see the last section, which is the trickiest. Very slow here. Yeah, you still have to be very careful here. Oh, yeah. Car in front sliding. But yeah, after this point on this straight, there are no issues. And I already well in front, the cars behind. So approaching again the last sector, it's, as I said, it's very tricky still, especially the last corner. Like, look at how I do it. I try to hit the apex, but then I have to control the oversteer until I reach the dry patch on the outside. You see here again, like a lot of understeer. And yeah, that it's something that I realized was doing wrong, but too late in the race. Meanwhile here, already a back marker in very difficult conditions. You see here he saw me, but he's completely spun on his own, so luckily it didn't affect me too much. But you see here again, like I tried there a lot of oversteer, and then I have to wait until I read that dry patch to floor it. Yeah, this is not ideal. I realized only towards the end that I was doing that wrong. By lap 7, we actually reached this guy, which, if you remember, it was the one in front of me in the grid. And I was able to pass him on the outside here, no problem. But so either he spun or already served these 2 pit stops, but yeah, surprising to find him here. And eventually by lap 8, trying to do this again, actually at too much oversteer, I hit the wall very badly. And one car passed me already, this other car hit me, and the one, of course, it was impossible for them to avoid me. There's so little grip there. But yeah, I made this very bad mistake. I was lonely in second place, no disturbed by anyone, and I lost 3 positions like this. So yeah, luckily the card is fine, I'm fine, no issues. Also the other people who passed me are fine, but definitely not good. But anyway, here reaching another back marker, and he is very slow, and talk about this in a minute. But you see there's a yellow flag, so here I stay behind, no problem. But then I see a green flag there, so I was able to jump him already. So I think I did nothing wrong here. I look in the back, but everything seems fine. But one lap later, you see here the last corner, you can almost take it flat, just a bit of understeer towards the end. But yeah, that means that the track is improving a lot, and I probably tried to push too early, because in a couple more laps you will see you're able to run it at full speed. Meanwhile, I'm reaching other back markers here, and I decided to go into the pits, and actually one of them decided to do the same, and he spun in front of me at the end of the pits. Luckily I was not involved too much. I just lost a bit of time, and here again I ran a bit wide, but I didn't touch the barriers luckily, so okay, no penalties. And here I'm reaching other back markers. You see one spun on the inside there, and this one in front of me is very slow. And this is the problem with the rain this time, because the trick of dividing people based on the times in Quali 1, Quali 2, Quali 3, and then putting everything together didn't really work. So you see here I'm reaching other slow drivers, so I decided to serve the second pit. But yeah, the second drive-through. But yeah, I was saying, like, this means that basically in every group, A, B, and C, there are like a mix of fast and slow drivers, and that created a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos with the back markers in each group basically. And you will see a lot during this and the next race, like a lot of lapping. For example, here, this guy, I don't know if I was racing this guy or not, but yeah, I was trying to pass him on the inside here, and I'm not able to. Here, luckily, yes, but I had a rough run here, so it was still on the outside here, but then I had the inside on the next corner, so was able to complete the pass. So in front of me is this guy with a white race suit, and you see that here there is a dry line, but he tries to stay on the inside, but it's not really completely dry, so he ran a bit wide, and unintentionally I touched him. But yeah, I didn't span and he didn't either, so I just passed him. But you see here, like, some cars are very slow compared to others, and actually this other one spun in front of me, so it was very chaotic. But yeah, in this race generally I would say I was not driving perfectly, probably also after the incident I had. I lost a bit of confidence, and you see this guy here tries to pass me the inside. I ran very wide here and he was able to just cut across there, so actually made a good move, nice one there. But you see the guy in front, the one in the blue jacket, he is very slow. I think also due to the pit stops I already lapped him like 2 or 3 times, and yeah, luckily I encountered him on the straight with this guy, so we were able to not lose too much. But you see in front also we are reaching other cars very fast. Again, the guy that was in front of me in quali is here again. Let's see if I'm able to pass him on the outside without losing too much. Yeah, seems so. Okay, cool. And this guy with the white glove also, I think I already passed him. The other car was able to squish through, I was not, and yeah, I definitely lost the opportunity here on the straight. Hopefully we will be able to pass him here. Let's see. Yes, and you see running the inside, the track is a bit wet there, but generally it's getting drier and drier. Now this other car that the 12 is passing, so the number 15 is racing with us. I didn't know at the time, like I thought, because he was not there in front of us before, so I thought it was a wet marker, so I tried this move, which was, I admit, it was a bit rough, but I didn't stand into a spin, it was just a bit bumpy. But yeah, so I didn't mean to be so aggressive there. I was just focused not losing contact with the one in front, so with the guy in the red suit. So by lap 24 we're reaching our back marker here, and actually had some rough corners, and here I realized that the guy behind me that I passed before was still there, and he actually is racing with us. But yeah, let's see if the car in front is holding up this guy. No, he's able to pass. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm too far for the straight. Let's see in the corner. Okay, oh, he's sliding a bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, but okay, luckily we didn't spun, and I apologize, but yeah, the car behind us repassed me. Yeah, no, I'm sorry there, I didn't mean to push him wide or create anything, so immediately when I regained control I just said sorry. But yeah, so this card here, we are actually racing together. I think I'm a bit faster, but yeah, he just caught the right opportunity. But here we are reaching another group of back markers, so maybe I have a chance to pass him back. And yeah, of course we're too far. And actually there is another card here. I didn't realize he was there, and he almost passed me, but okay, I was able to retain the position. Meanwhile, the other card passed both of them, and I was not able to. So this was the end, and I decided to also take the outside road. It was too risky to merge on the inside. So yeah, it was a P6 in the end. Lost 2 places compared to the starting grid, but effectively 4 places, because yeah, the P2 was easy. Like, if I could have kept it a bit more cool or a bit more cautious, if I was a bit more cautious in the last corner, yeah, it was an easy P2. So yeah, my fault there, but nonetheless it was fun race. Like, riding in the wet is always fun. So for race 2, starting P6, and we go. Let's see, pretty even start, but no, again the card 2, that guy also had a bad start this time, so okay, I'm able to jump in. Let's see, yeah, I'm in front. So P5, 1 up. And you see the track now is almost dry. You can almost run the dry line without any trouble. Still a bit of understeers here and there. But anyway, reaching the start finish line in the second lap, there's a big yellow, and you can see in the distance there's also some marshal running. And let's see what happened here. Oh, and actually one card went under the barriers. Let's see, how did that happen? Wow. But okay, yeah, green flag here. Didn't lose contact. Didn't get anything good. And the following lap, again, the yellow flag was still there. So I think no one got injured. Or I'd say, I mean, after the race, no one got injured, but at the time I didn't know. So it was pretty weird to see the situation there. But you see, now they just cleared it. And one guy is started again, and they are retrieving the card. Like one guy for the card track is driving, and you see this will create a bit of confusion. So yeah, the guy went out, but then the guy, like the leading card in this group, you see, is actually one guy from the karting group that from the, like, one of the marshals, and basically it served like a safety car because now the group is much closer together. It was actually a fun thing to observe, and yeah, it was cool. So finally we can take the straight at full speed now, but we are already reaching a back marker. Probably was the one involving the accident, and here you see everyone is just trying to pass him and created a lot of opportunities. Like here, for example, I thought I was able to pass this guy, but no. And actually the guy behind me tried to attack me, but okay, in the end I didn't gain anything, but I didn't lose anything, so good like this, and we're still in a train. So here I see that the card in red, it probably didn't have a good card this time. So with the number 18 I decided to just push him and pass and jump him, and yeah, it worked. So we both passed him, nice. And you see there's another black marker, this guy with the white gloves. Let's see if here we obstructed a bit the guy in 18. I tried to give him a little push to go, and yes, we are able to go. He actually, it didn't touch me. Well, we touched a bit, but he didn't purposely send me. Must be nothing happened. It was just to control a bit there, the slide. But here again, this car just came out of the pit. And let's see, this guy, ooh, is he able to pass? Is he? Yeah, he is. I'm not though, and yeah, he's blocking me a bit there. Okay, luckily I was able to pass in the next corner. Thanks for that. This guy here, he didn't block the card in front of me too much. I was also not held up much, so good. I'm still keeping contact with the card in front, but you see how many cars we have to avoid, and here actually it's probably the best best lapping I did, and I decided also to go to the pit because we were reaching too many black markers at this point. And you see also here in the pit, like the dry line is there. I was able to run this almost full speed, so good. But actually I then realized that this move that I did was not that smart, because I ended up finding the same black markers again, and I totally didn't think about this in this case. So I'm stuck behind this cart again, but okay, I was able to pass him before the start finish line. And by the end of the straight here, running nicely, and actually I got pushed a bit by the cart behind, and he was able to pass me there. Let's see if here I can defend. No, he passed me. Snap. But let's try to keep very close to him, and maybe we can pass him again. I see now the guy in the red suit jumped me at the pit stop. So not nice. Probably, yeah, my timing was not great. My strategy didn't work this time. But let's see, he's still there. We are reaching again other slow cars, so there always might be an opportunity. And this guy, let's see, actually he held up the other guy, now he's holding me up. What's going on? I think I passed the guy in the back, yeah, but I'm able to pass him here. Like, he saw me, definitely, please give me space. He didn't really give me space. But then he had actually a big slide there. I'm able to pass on the outside, no, and actually I have the other card next to me there, but we're 3 wide and I was on the inside, so luckily I was able to pass the back marker and stay in front, and we also reached the end of the race. So this time was a P5. I only gained that position at the start. I gained a position at the guy in red, but then he jumped me back in the pits, and then I got overtaken, but then regained the position on the guy in black. So summarizing, quali was P4 for this Group C, race 1 with a big mistake P6, and race 2 gaining one position P5. Overall, I mean, if you look at the actual points that this event gave me, was very little because I was in Group C, but the amount of fun I had in this race was a lot. So racing in the wet is always fun. So in the end, I was actually happy. There was always a lot of action, trying to districate yourself in the traffic and not getting held up by back markers, sometimes able to jump other cars, sometimes being jumped. So overall it was good fun, so good event. So no podium this time, but overall really fun, so all good. And yeah, looking forward for the next one, and see you soon in the next video.